Before I became a Japanese teacher, I was just like you. I was a language learner struggling to speak fluently. Before going to San Diego, I could read English novels. I spent years studying vocabulary, grammar, and translating English into Japanese. I was confident in my English knowledge. When I decided to study in San Diego for 10 months, I was excited. I thought after 6 months there, I'll be speaking English fluently. I was so wrong. Hi there, I'm Noboru, a Japanese language teacher and coach. Last time I shared how I struggled to speak English in San Diego despite 10 months of study. When I returned to Japan, I searched desperately for 4 months for a solution. I was losing hope. But then, everything changed. One day, I picked up an English book at a bookstore in Tokyo. On the first page, it said something strange. Do not read the next page until you have read these sentences aloud 80 times. 80 times? That seemed crazy. But I was desperate, so I tried it. I read the same sentences aloud again and again. 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, 80 times. Something unexpected happened. The English word order started to feel natural in my mind. The sentences were no longer something I had to think about. They became automatic. At that time, I was working at a hotel reception desk in Akihabara. The hotel had many foreign guests, and I had to speak English every day. Before this training, English conversations at work were stressful and difficult. But after practicing those sentences 80 times, something amazing happened. When foreign guests asked questions, the sentences I practiced came out naturally. I didn't have to think. I didn't have to translate. The words just flowed. I was shocked. This method was extremely effective for developing speaking ability. From that day, I practiced common English sentence patterns every single day. I read them aloud over and over until they became automatic. 2 months later, I could express myself naturally in English. The hotel staff trusted me so much that they asked me to handle all foreign guest interactions. The problem that frustrated me for 10 months in San Diego solved in just 2 months with the right training method. This experience taught me the most important lesson about language learning. Knowledge alone is not enough. You need training that builds automatic responses. This is exactly why I developed the pattern practice method for Japanese learners. And this is why I created the Japanese Sentence Patterns training book series, to give you the same training tools that transformed my English speaking ability. But here's what I want you to understand. It's not magic. It's a simple principle. When you practice sentence patterns repeatedly until they become automatic, speaking becomes natural and effortless. Next time, I'll share the specific training method I use with my students, the same method that helped Richard and over 300 other learners speak Japanese fluently.